Hi everybody, thanks for stopping back at the Cranberry Cornstalk YouTube channel. Today I want to touch base with you and let you know we've been busy running around here trying to get things ready for the festivals. As I explained in the last two videos, we have 8 in a row. It's just been gung-ho around here. It's craziness. But there's one thing I have to do new this year that I thought I'd share with you. Excuse my face, I just got back from the beach. We were on vacation and I'm all burned. But I wanted to share with you something that we did this year a little bit different. We're going to a craft festival that does not have like ground that you can stake your tent stakes into. It is more of a concrete pad, which I've never done the arts festivals too much. I was kind of prompted into this one. So for this festival we had to have some kind of, they don't allow you in the festival unless you have some kind of weights for your tent stakes. So for my, sorry about that guys, my camera is messing up today really bad. It keeps cutting out on me. But I just want to tell you, that might be a little bit of a boring video for some of you. If you're like me, you're not much into the technical part of setting up for festivals, but I did need these weights for my tent festival, and my husband helped me make some that we had seen different videos out on YouTube. So this is how we made our version of the PVC pipe, the weights for the canopy, and I thought maybe if you were interested we would share it with you how we did it. It's a beautiful day out and it was actually kind of fun. My granddaughter is here, our granddaughter is here helping us today. She loves to be part of the video, and make sure you check out her sparkly shoes. Thanks guys for stopping back at the Cranberry Cornstalk YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our Etsy page, our website at www.the-cranberry-cornstalk.myshopify.com and our Etsy page at thcranberrycornstalk@etsy.com. Check those websites out and order if you would like. And thank you so much for stopping back. Please hit like, share, subscribe. You know how it works. And we're just so appreciative. Thank you guys, and we'll show you how I made our tent festival weights, and we'll be sure to update you next week on how the festival. Oh my gosh, you guys, sometimes you just can't win. I don't know what it is about my audio video this time, but it doesn't seem to matter what I try to do. It's just kicking back on me and not doing what I wanted to do. But I just thought I'd share with you again and remind you the little bunt bowl fillers we made last time. And don't forget, at the festivals, if you're in the area in Saxonburg, we'll have all of our tart melts. They're 3 times stronger than any other melts that we know of, and of course they're made with all black and beeswax, exclusive to the Cranberry Cornstalk. We're the only ones that we know of that have black and beeswax melters, and that's to keep everything super prim, because that's what we love here on the Cranberry Cornstalk. And you can see that the cubes, as I'm going to pull out for you in this video, they're huge. They're 1 by 1 inch. Oh, and don't forget to check out our ad in the Primitive Place magazine, the Cranberry Cornstalk, our Dorothea doll. I should mention that they do not sponsor this video. Just make sure you check us out in the fall 2021 edition. If you're in or around Butler County, Pennsylvania this weekend, be sure to check out the Saxonburg Arts Festival, September 10th, 11th, and 12th. That's for 2021. And we'll look forward to seeing you check out our booth at the Cranberry Cornstalk. We will be at booth 127. Okay, so let's get started on the festival now. These are just, I wanted to show you a picture of the shelving I use now. I switched from the antique furniture, which was really heavy, took up a lot of space, to these plastic shelving units. So lightweight and so easy to use. I thought I'd just share, maybe for inspiration for you if you're interested. So to make our weights, we found 4-inch PVC pipe. Now there's different grades. The cheaper grade is probably the best. I doubt that you're going to need anything but to use it for weight. So I think the cheaper grade would be sufficient. My husband said so, so I take his word at it. But you need 4 of them at 2 feet long, which equals about 20 pounds weight per each. And then a plastic cap for each end. You can do 2 plastic caps if you want to. We just did 1 and left the cement with the hook hanging out of the opposite end, which was fine for us because I'm going to cover them with burlap anyway, so they won't be seen. We just took 4 lag bolt type hooks and put them in the cement while it was still wet, so that they were down to the screw part, and the hook was sticking up out of the cement, and that's the end we did not cap. I just thought I'd show you the quality of the hooks that we got. 3 of them were made in the USA, and they were heavier duty. We did have to go to a different store to get one more, which said it was made in China, and it was a lot lighter and a lighter color as well. You could feel the weight was different. So we'll see how they work. They should be fine on just a craft tent. Another item you'll need is the regular clear PVC cement and also some primer. It comes in a dual pack, which is nice to save a little bit of money that way. And here you can see my husband, my handy husband. I'm just so appreciative of him helping me. He hates craft shows and hates all this, but he did this for me. He put together these pipes for me. I had no clue what I was doing. So he pitched in and he put them all together so that they would be sure to withstand some wind. I guess these are 2 parts. You just smear the purple part on one side of your plastic pipe and the clear part on the other, and that's what makes them bond together. And he said that if I have a huge wind gust, they should not come apart. Again, remember you have 4 pipes to do. I have video footage of each one of them in case there was something went wrong, just so we could show you how it was done. And if you're following along with us, connecting your own pipes too, this might help you if we repeat as we go. He just kind of rested the first pipe. He coated with the purple coating on his foot, and then just, you know, coated the second half, the lid cap, in his other hand, popped them together. And what he did was he kind of banged to make sure they were tight on the edge of the cement there to, you know, just make sure they were pushed in, connecting the whole way. And again, here's the third pipe. And of course, if you have 4 legs on your tent, you'll need 4 weights. So we did 4 of them. And I suppose if you had like a 10 by 20 tent, which we do not have, you may need an extra 2 for that. That's something just to keep in mind. Have you ever seen a more adorable helper? So then we're on to the 4th PVC pipe. Same process here. Again, you just add the purple on one end. He rested it on his foot, grabbed the cap, and put the clear second half of the epoxy on the inside of the cap lid, and then stuck them together. What we used to mix our concrete up was a shovel. We got a wheelbarrow, and we used some Quikrete cement. You can get at your local hardware store. This is the kind that we had. We just happen to have extra on hand. Just dump it in your wheelbarrow. That's what we did. And you'll add water, and you'll only add enough water. He said just to add enough to make it wet. Be careful not to add too much, but enough to make it pliable too, so that you can dump it. You know, it has to be wet, but it can't be runny, is what he explained to me, or it'll work too fast. So what he did was he just worked a little bit of it at a time. He did enough to what he thought would equal 1 pipe, and just mixed it up at the end with you know, a little bit of water, mixing it as he went. He said you want to make it like maybe cake batter, but not runny. So that was his advice. I had never done it before. That's what he said to try doing. Again, he did 1/4 at a time. We had 4 pipes, so he just mixed up a little bit of time so that it didn't go bad on him, you know, or get too hard too quick. So once it's the right consistency, just fill up your tube with cement. And my granddaughter wanted to hold the hook for a little bit. I think she got bored quick, but we did find a way. I'll show you here shortly in the clip. There it is. We found vice grips that we just connected to the height that we wanted the hook to be, and just actually leaned against the house on the stone. The crevices in the stone made it perfect to lean the vice grip into to hold it. It only takes a minute or two, and it's nice and firm, so that you can take the vice grip off and start on the next PVC pipe that you're filling up. Again, you'll go back and do your second fourth of cement mix. Just continue to mix it again, the same consistency. You'll know, just so it's sloppy enough to get into your PVC pipe, but it can't be runny, because I guess it gets, I don't know if it gets too hard too fast or what it is, but he said that would be the mistake that you can make. Again, he's just taking the cup, putting the cement into the pipe. The cup seemed to work really well. We didn't have any problems with it. It just filled it up perfectly. And then we put, when it was full, we went ahead and put the hook into the top where the cement came to the top of the pipe. You can adjust the screw, I'm sure, to whatever height you need it to be. He wanted the screw part to be down in the cement, and then, you know, the part with no threads on stuck out of the cement. And we'll let you know how that turned out for us. So far, so good. But again, this was the second leg of 4, the second weight, I guess, for the second leg of 4. And he said, just a friendly reminder to rinse out all your whatever container you use and your tools as well before it gets hard. Rinse it out right away while it's still wet. I guess that's a good tip, right? It sounds right. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe for our YouTube video, and thanks for staying with us through the boring stuff while we're setting up for festivals. And I can't wait to get back to making new crafts, new primitive decor with you and for you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.